Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight. It didn't. In it for the long haul flight. Committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite. I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite. They timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight. I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next is the Texans superstar running back. Your standard at running back this season.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Buckeye, the young rookie QB from Ohio State.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On the counter, it's Foster. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. The Texans send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Lions will take over. Detroit gearing up for their opening drive here, led by Matthew Stafford, the veteran former #1 pick back in 2009.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Finding room at midfield. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 31. Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So from the 22 here, 2nd and 2. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Calvin Johnson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. They'll start on the ground with Foster. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Lions defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, #1 versus #1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are fired up. Something's got to give. Oh, he stays up. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Daniels. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. He'll keep it himself. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. The Texans at 4-5, a game under 500. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
I hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They keep it in the hands of Foster. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Slot man moves right. From the gun on 3rd down. Pryor. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. A first carry now for Nick Bonnet. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at the defense for these Texans. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now a handoff up the middle. Best. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Guess who? J.J. Watt, as he so often does, getting in there to wreak havoc. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now it's Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Up the middle they go. Best. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, Best. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Stafford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now Stafford. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this. Back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Matthew Stafford, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. He is the NFL's leader in rushing yards to this point in the season. And if he can replicate or even surpass the production that he had over the first half of the year, he's going to have a good chance to take home the title. Throwing to start the drive. Pryor. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw. Pryor.
Again, it's Johnson.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Hayward Bay has it over the middle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
At the Lions' 31-yard line.
Back to throw again. Caught by Jones. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll look to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Pryor. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution, those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Stafford. Over the middle, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Stafford looks to throw again. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Stafford now to throw. That is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Stafford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where you see the final score there. Andy Dalton, strong as usual in the victory as his guys run their record now to 7-3. From the former home of the Colts to their current home, we head west to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. 24-12, the final score. Lastly, on Monday Night Football on 11/11, Dolphins and Rams from SoFi in L.A. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Lions offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. He's already made his presence felt in this one with his previous touchdown grab. And that's been the story of his season thus far as you take a look at the NFL's current leaders in touchdown receptions. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense taking over again. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Over the middle, complete. That's Moss. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Going up the middle, Foster. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this 3rd quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Best. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, just like last play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a second down and 9. Out of the gun, Stafford. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. To throw is Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That third down conversion good for 23.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's Stafford. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Second down and 3. Again, it's Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Stafford. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Now Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Young. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do, but that's a big swing of momentum right there.
Throwing to start the drive. Pryor. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Houston set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll go again with Foster. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Pryor. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. DeMarcus Walker in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now a handoff up the middle. Best. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Pryor. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Pryor.
That's caught downfield by Kittle.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Open man, here's Foster. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. George Kittle, 27 yards.
And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Throwing is Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Best. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Best. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary. Back to throw. Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 39. Now a handoff up the middle. Best. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle they go. Best. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try the left side. Best. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 3rd and 14. Now a handoff up the middle. Best. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So now the Texans down by 2 touchdowns, 56 seconds to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. DeMarcus Walker able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in